Most people think strokes, heart attacks, or blocked arteries mainly come from high cholesterol. But in reality, many serious health problems often begin with something much quieter than that. What's frightening is, this process usually happens very slowly. It begins when circulation inside the body starts becoming slower, more sluggish, less smooth than before, when blood vessels gradually become less healthy, or when inflammation quietly builds up over many years. And little by little, the risk of blockage can begin rising in the background. Most people didn't realize anything is happening until the body starts showing clearer warning signs. At first, it may only feel like getting tired more easily, cold hands and feet, poorer sleep, a heavy feeling in the head, or slower recovery than before. Many people assume that those are simply normal signs of aging, stress, or long-term lack of sleep. But in this video, we're going to explore why circulation gradually begins slowing down, the warning signs many people overlook, and 4 common body patterns often linked to poor circulation and a higher risk of blood clots over time. When people talk about blood clots, poor circulation, or stroke risk, most people tend to focus only on cholesterol, blood fat levels, or blood thinning medications. And to be fair, those things do matter. They can absolutely affect blood vessels and circulation. But from the perspective of Eastern wellness, the issue is often not just whether the blood is clotting or not. It's also about why circulation inside the body started slowing down in the first place. Because many times, the body has already been out of balance for years, long before lab tests begin showing obvious problems. And this is where many people unknowingly go in the wrong direction. Some people already have cold, sluggish circulation, low energy, and weak digestion, yet continue doing aggressive cold detoxes, drinking too many iced drinks, or eating excessive amounts of raw foods, which can gradually leave the body even more depleted and exhausted over time. Meanwhile, others may already be dealing with internal heat, chronic inflammation, poor sleep, and long-term stress, yet continue staying up late, drinking too much caffeine, eating overly spicy foods, and constantly pushing the body harder, which can leave the system even more overloaded from within. And that's one of the biggest misunderstandings. Just because something is considered healthy, cooling, or good for circulation doesn't mean every body will respond to it the same way. Long before a stroke, blocked arteries, or more serious cardiovascular problems appear, the body often sends warning signs for years. At first, it may simply feel like lower energy, colder hands and feet, poorer sleep, brain fog, or slower recovery than before. But according to both modern health perspectives and Eastern wellness traditions, there are often 4 common body patterns more closely linked to sluggish circulation and the gradual formation of blood clots over time. Overheated, inflamed overload. This is the kind of body that feels like it has been running too hot for far too long. This pattern is often seen in people who stay up late for years, live under constant stress, eat overly spicy or greasy foods regularly, drink too much alcohol, or carry long-term inflammation inside the body. Over time, circulation inside the body may begin feeling more sluggish, less smooth, and less stable than before. People in this group often experience internal heat, facial redness, irritability, frequent thirst, poor sleep, high blood pressure, breakouts, and a constant feeling of restlessness inside the body. Some people may also wake up between 1 and 1 a.m., feel heat rising into the head, notice mild heart palpitations, or feel like the body can never fully calm down even while resting. From an Eastern wellness perspective, this is a body pattern where long-term stress and inflammation kept the system in an overstimulated state, making circulation less steady over time. For this group, the body often responds better to habits that help calm inflammation, more consistent sleep and rest, and foods that gently help the body cool down and settle, instead of adding even more stimulation and overload. Cold, sluggish circulation, low energy. This is the kind of body that no longer seems to have enough warmth and energy to maintain healthy circulation like before. This pattern is often seen in people who consume too many cold foods and drinks over time, do frequent cold detoxes, practice extreme fasting, struggle with weak digestion, deal with long-term fatigue, or still feel exhausted after getting plenty of sleep. At first, many people assume they simply need more rest or are just overworked. But over time, the body may begin showing signs like cold hands and feet, low energy, numbness or tingling, cold type aches and discomfort, a cold, sensitive stomach, bloating, weak digestion, and very slow recovery after stress or illness. Some people may also feel extremely sensitive to cold, constantly crave warm drinks, experience loose stools, or feel drained all the time despite getting a lot of rest. From an Eastern wellness perspective, this is a body pattern where internal warmth and energy have gradually become depleted over time. And when the body loses that internal driving force, circulation may also become slower, less responsive, and recovery becomes more difficult than before. For this group, the body often responds better to warm, easy-to-digest foods, more stable sleep and daily rhythms, and supportive habits that gradually help rebuild energy instead of continuing to leave the body colder and more depleted over time. Sluggish circulation, heaviness, slow metabolisms is another very common body pattern today, especially in people who move very little, eat late at night for years, rely heavily on ultra-processed foods, don't get enough sleep, live under long-term stress, or have had sluggish metabolism for a long time. Over time, the body can begin to feel like everything inside is slowing down. People in this group often notice more belly fat, a heavier body, bloating easily, feeling sleepy after meals, high cholesterol, fatty liver, and difficulty ever feeling truly light or energized. Many people in this group aren't necessarily overeating, but the body constantly feels heavy, sluggish, stuck, and unable to regain the light, energized feeling they used to have. Some people also experience excess mucus or phlegm, stubborn belly fat, or notice that the less they move, the more tired and sluggish they feel. From an Eastern wellness perspective, this is often seen as a body pattern where long-term internal buildup gradually slows down circulation and metabolism over time. For this group, the body often responds better to daily habits that encourage movement and circulation, lighter, easier to digest foods, and reducing long-term internal buildup inside the body. Stress, tension, internal tightness. This is another body pattern that's becoming increasingly common today, especially among office workers, people doing intense mental work, and those living under constant pressure. What's interesting is that many people in this group don't actually eat that badly, but their body always feels tense. The mind almost never truly slows down. Many people feel that, even when they're resting, their body still doesn't feel relaxed. People in this group often deal with poor sleep, headaches, heart palpitations, mild chest tightness, muscle tension, feeling exhausted but unable to fully rest, and the constant sensation that the body is always holding tension deep inside. Some people also experience shallow breathing, neck and shoulder tightness, frequent sighing without realizing it, or difficulty truly relaxing even after taking time off. From an Eastern wellness perspective, this is often viewed as a body pattern where long-term stress keeps the nervous system and circulation stuck in a constant state of tension and alertness. Over time, the body also begins to recover more slowly, sleep less deeply, and lose the natural sense of relaxation it once had. For this group, the body often responds better to habits that help calm the nervous system, more stable sleep and recovery, less constant stimulation, and helping the body truly relax again from within. Beyond the body patterns we just talked about, certain daily habits over time can also make internal imbalance gradually worse. For example, ultra-processed foods, reused frying oils, refined sugar, long-term alcohol use, smoking, or excessive caffeine intake. At first, the body may not react strongly, but over time, these habits may contribute to more chronic inflammation, slower circulation, poor sleep, and a body that struggles to recover after stress or sleep deprivation. In addition, some warming herbs or tonic foods used too heavily or for too long without matching the person's body pattern, such as ginseng, morinda root, or cassia cinnamon, may sometimes leave the body feeling more restless, more overstimulated, more sensitive to poor sleep, and place even more pressure on the nervous system and circulation. And this is important to understand. Just because something is healthy, natural, or herbal doesn't mean it's the right fit for everybody. Because sometimes what makes the body feel worse isn't a lack of care. It's caring for the body in a way that doesn't truly match what the body actually needs underneath. Sometimes the most dangerous thing isn't just a blood clot itself, but a body that has been slowly losing balance for years without ever truly realizing it. From both a modern health perspective and an Eastern wellness perspective, the goal is not simply to clear things out as fast as possible. It's also about helping the body circulate better, sleep more deeply, reduce long-term inflammation, recover more naturally, and gradually return to a healthier state of balance again. And this is exactly why understanding your body pattern matters so much. Because not every body needs the same foods, the same herbal drinks, or the same approach to healing and recovery. In the next videos, we'll explore more deeply different body patterns, different circulation imbalances, and the foods, herbal drinks, daily habits, and wellness approaches that may feel more supportive for different types of bodies. If you're interested in natural wellness, body awareness, Eastern healing traditions, and learning how to care for your body based on what it actually needs, make sure to subscribe to How to Live Naturally, turn on notifications, and share this video so you don't miss the next part of the series. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended to replace medical care. If you experience chest pain, shortness of breath, sudden numbness or weakness, or suspect a serious heart or circulation problem, please seek appropriate medical care as soon as possible.